I knew I smelled something a little bit different when I woke up this morning. Even though I just woke up 15 minutes ago to hop on for the stream, I knew the first thing I had to do was throw on a Rams jersey, throw on a Rams hat, and talk a little bit of Rams football because you've waited all spring, you waited all summer, you dealt with birthday parties, you dealt with quinceañeras, you dealt with outings on Sunday afternoons to have to go to Home Goods. You don't have to do that anymore because this upcoming Sunday, there is real Rams football in SoFi. We finally made it. We are back in the regular season of football. I am Tuna. Hopping on the screen shortly is my co-host, the Sheriff. We're going to talk some Rams football because we actually have football to talk about. Rams Texans kicks off in 6 days. Good morning, Sheriff. How you living?
We made it. We made it. That's the only way that I'm feeling right now, dude, is like seeing that teaser that the Rams socials posted too yesterday. It was like, oh, we're here. We're so back, baby. I'm fired up, man. There's nothing to be upset about right now. All is right in the world. Rams are playing football this week. Getting our Texans prep going. They're in the lab right now, cooking some stuff up against to whip out against those Houston boys. And yeah, dude, I'm excited, man. This is going to be really fun. We're coming into the year healthy, something we haven't done in the last few. So that's cool. Obviously, big question mark on Stafford's back. But if you think a little bit of a sore back is going to keep Matthew Stafford off a football field, then hey, welcome to your Rams fandom, okay? Because you've blatantly been here for 4 days. So it's cool to have you. It's good to add in new fans, man. So yeah, man, feeling good. Feeling good. How about yourself?
I am excited. There's obviously, like, we'll talk about it through the 3 episodes that we have leading up to the game Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Make sure you're here every 7 a.m. on those days. Yep. The big thing for me is getting to appreciate the season. Something I've been doing the last 2-3 years, especially with Matthew Stafford, since I'm a huge Stafford stan. A lot of these guys can make history this year. I put out an article yesterday that Stafford and Adams, but we'll focus on Stafford, they can both climb in the top 10 all-time lists. And so while we're on the journey starting Sunday of watching a Super Bowl or bust year, it feels like, I'm also going to be appreciating that every single game Matthew Stafford is climbing lists. Like, he needs 5 more touchdowns to go to number 9 all-time. The number to get to number 5 all-time in yards is 4,280. So if he can get 4,280, he will be 5th all-time. He's starting the season at 10th right now.
Which is, in fairness, that's a good season. That's a hefty number. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, if he's missing time, that means like we have to think about maybe not hitting that. But also, Stafford's the kind of guy, and these weapons are the kind of weapons that you could put up a 5K year if all things go well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've gone back and forth on this. If he has the same as last year, which was 3,762 yards and 20 touchdowns, which, let's be honest, that's like a very pedestrian year for Matthew Stafford standards.
Mm-hmm.
If he does that, he'll still end up 6th. It's that extra like 400, 500 yards he needs to get above Big Ben.
Yeah.
He with a repeat of last year, he'll be above Phillip Rivers on both lists. So it's pretty cool.
Absolutely love to see it, man. I'm trying to pull up now just some other areas here. So yeah, 10th in passing touchdowns as well, 377. 381 is next with Matt Ryan. So what was he at last year?
Who? Stafford?
Yeah, what did he have?
20 touchdowns. So he had 357. He had 20 touchdowns. So if he has 20 again, he's gonna be above Matt Ryan.
Yeah, it's going to be hefty, though, to get up there past, because we're talking 418, 420, 421. So that is some hefty numbers to get into the top 5 if we're talking touchdowns.
I think he can get above. A great year, he'll be 8th. He'll be above Ben Roethlisberger, like, at that point. The other guy to watch, Adams. I didn't realize Devontae Adams was this high up on a lot of lists. I know, obviously, we think he's been phenomenal. He's a conversation to be in a gold jacket when his career is all said and done, just based on numbers and how his performances on the field. Right now, he's 10th all time in receiving touchdowns, And if he has, let's say he has 14, right, which is slightly above average for his career averages. If he has 14, he'll be 7th all time. He'll surpass Antonio Gates and be just behind Larry Fitzgerald. His career high is 18, and that would put him in 6th. So, dude, depending on how Devontae Adams does this year, we're looking at a potential top 6 like receiver in touchdowns all time, which is
he's
insane.
20th right now in receptions, 957, so 43 to hit that 1,000 mark, which would put him 1,000 is Hines Ward. That's everybody below is not 1,000. Everybody above is obviously above 1,000. So that's also 15th. So it's totally realistic. And obviously Travis Kelce is still playing. He's got 1,004, so he is above that right now. But we're looking Isaac Bruce, 1024, man. Like that's not something unrealistic with a big year out of Devontae for sure. So yeah, man, we're climbing up there as far as some of these guys go. And
only I think it's only 15 guys. I think only 15 guys all time have reached 1,000 catches. Keenan Allen and DeAndre Hopkins all still currently playing, all potentially are going to make that list. So by the end of the year, it can be 18. And then also he is 33rd with 11,844 yards. He is pretty close. If he hits his career average, he'll be in the top 20. And he'll be 3 spots behind Hall of Fame deserving Tory Holt. Tory Holt has 13,382 all-time yards.
Yeah, how is he not getting in yet? I don't know.
He's not very good. He's just not good. He's not good at football. He sucks. He's always sucked.
Dude, it's one of those things where it's like we had a class of 4, and it's like, yo, get my guy in. What are we doing out here, man? Like it's and people like comment back. It's like, well, he needs the votes, and it's like, yeah, that's what I'm asking. Why is he not getting the votes? Like, what am I missing? Like, I understand how it all works. I don't think that people are forgetting that Tory Holt exists. I'm just wondering what the hell are they seeing or not voting on to have him still sitting on the outside, man? Unless we are building up to get one of the greatest Rams classes of all time, putting Holt and Donald in at the same time, but. If we're waiting that long still, I think that's
just wait for Stafford too. Just wait for Stafford. Just throw them all in at the same time. Make it Rams Day.
Dude, there's no way Aaron Donald's gonna have to wait for Stafford. All right.
Aaron Donald might force his way in this year.
There's like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna give an exception to the rule, and then we're also gonna let him play again too if he wants to.
What was I gonna say? I mean, I met Tory Holt at training camp. I know I showed you that.
Yeah.
Like super nice. The amount of I don't know if it's this way across the board league wise. The little bit of inside the organization I got the taste for like that month in training camp. I've never met so many people that are famous, that are like in important positions, that could have just said hello to me. Like, okay, cool, you're here. Now get the fuck away from me. Like little YouTuber, like get out of here.
That's how I talk to you. So
right? Like my friends talk to me like this. And the amount of people that like took the time and asked like genuinely just decent human beings, like, how are you doing? Oh, damn, like you're independent, like you guys have a YouTube, like what's that journey been like? Asking questions like
that's really
like,
cool.
Really nice people. And Tory Holt did that. Like I got to talk to him for 5 or 10 minutes.
It's awesome.
And
absolutely love it.
Last thing he said to me is he looked me dead in the eyes and he said, "There's collusion going on." No, I'm kidding. I didn't bring that up. I'm not gonna bring that up to Tory Holt. Like,
when I was at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, I went on my 33rd birthday. There was just like a random employee, you know. I just like went up to him and I was like, "Yo, man, who do I talk to get Tory Holt in?" He starts laughing. And I was like, "There's no jokes here, man. Who do I need to talk to? This is."
He's like, "Dude, I just punched tickets." Oh
yeah. He's like, I just
before I forget,
Steve, I live down the street.
See this?
Yeah,
see that pretty
good,
fishy?
Man.
Yeah, see that pretty fishy. Yeah, we're gonna relocate this a little bit more central into the middle of everything. But shout out to Action Engraving. They are local down here to Los Angeles. They make a lot of like Rams custom chains for fans that wear the games. Those really, really big signs guys wear.
Yeah,
I just wanted an 18-inch sign to put on the wall. And I got one. So shout out to Action Engraving. They are awesome.
I want to ask you where you think, if you just like, you may know this information, but where you think Puka Nacua ranks in receiving yards in Rams history all time. He has played 2 seasons.
Is he top 10 already?
No,
Oh,
two
I was gonna
seasons.
say that's
We're
2
it's
seasons.
yeah.
I do not
And
know.
where he'll probably get to after this, which is crazy.
I'll say he's like 21st, and he can end up 10th with a regular season.
All right, he is 20th. He is just ahead of
Woo!
Kenny Britt, who is 21st. So he's already got more than Kenny Britt. He's got 2,476. 2476. Here, let me just do some math here. We're just gonna
1,500 of that came in a rookie season, which is
get
wild.
off our math and do some math. Let's see here. We're gonna divide that by 2. Okay, so then 1238. So we got 2, 4, 6, 12, 38.
468. Who do we
Oh,
appreciate?
I did.
17. 900.
So that would put him at 3,714, which would put him, in fairness, Tyler Higbee is going to probably climb up a little bit, but that would put him above Tyler Higbee, who's 13th right now, behind Marshall Faulk. But yeah, we're talking year 3. If he just stays on averages, he's going to be looking at 13th, 14th in Rams history.
He'll be
in receiving yards.
With an extension, like obviously, you hope this guy stays healthy forever. You want him to have a 10+ year career. But if he, hopefully he can adapt his play style for however his body feels year after year. That's a top 10 receiver for the Rams.
Yeah.
Like closely all time already, like just through 2 seasons. It's pretty wild.
Dude, we are right in there, man. It's absolutely crazy. But that's passing Ricky Prohl, Carroll Dale, Preston Denard, Steven Jackson, Harold Jackson, Bob Boyd, and then putting them right in that Tyler Higbee range. We got Marshall Faulk, Robert Wood, Bobby Trees, the squad guy now, which hurts my heart. It's crazy. Then we got our obviously, some of our big hitters up here, dude. Flipper Anderson, Tom Fear, Jack Snow, Crazy Legs, Coop Cup, Eller, Bruce Holt, the regs.
So we've started the show looking at the past. I want to look ahead to something with you, Sheriff.
Yeah, let's see.
I want to look at something that's called football. I don't know if you've ever heard of this thing, but I know we haven't had it for a few months. I don't know if you forgot about it, but there's football. The Rams play the Texans. You want to look at some odds? You want to look at some stuff for Sunday?
Yeah, sounds like something I would like.
So I'm not big on betting, but let's just kick it off this way, man. Rams are 2.5 point favorites. I always look at it this way. Anything 3 points and under, from what I've been told, is just home field advantage. This is basically a 50-50 game for Vegas. Vegas usually knows stuff. That's just my way of saying, like, hey, who's the dog? Who's the favorite? I don't gamble. I am never going to gamble on my channel, and I think you probably feel the same way, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do, but I put in like 50-cent bets. I'm not here to promote, throwing your money away to the machine. So spend that money on merch. You buy merch instead of place bets.
I do fantasy football, but I just wanted to bring this up. Kickoff is 1:25 Eastern here at SoFi. The other thing I want to pop up, because it needs to be all Rams blue. Ticketmaster, you can get tickets if you just need to get in the building, which is kind of what I'm doing, because I bought tickets for other games. I'll be at the tailgate bright and early, and I'm just grabbing tickets off here to get in the building. Depending on the section, you can get in the building for like $50.
Nice.
That's not bad for a home opener. If you just want to be there, you want to vibe, I recommend get them now, get them the day of. It's not going to be that expensive to get in the door for SoFi. Like, everyone needs to be there.
Only, man. They got standing room tickets.
Yeah, standing room. That's probably what I'll be doing, just hanging out, because I'm going to be too anxious to sit down anyways.
I start every time I tell people, like, I'll always kind of interact with people behind me before the game starts, and I let them know, like, hey, I'm a stander. I'll stand the whole damn time. Like, I want to stand. At the bar I stand. So I don't know. Sitting down while watching the Rams feels so unnatural to me. I am not a fan of that. So, it's very much I'm standing. Like the last year, what was that last year? I don't know, last year.
Yeah.
These Packers fans were so mad that we were standing up front, and it was like, oh my god, dude! It's like, oh
Were they
god,
really?
yeah, they were so upset. And yeah, Chris knows all about it. But oh yeah, it's
No.
Monday. It's game
Yeah,
week.
that's
Game
that's the
week.
game. What's up, Chris? But
Yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to point that out to everybody because hey, lives are busy. Trust me,
You
I
go.
know everyone's got bills, but you're excited. You want to be at the home opener. From what I'm seeing, tickets are going to be pretty cheap, especially if they're going to go stay the same up until like day of. Like just grab some tickets, get in the door,
Yeah.
come hang out with us for sure.
It's gonna be awesome, man. Hell yeah. Hopefully I can get out there, man. I had to buy a new car, so that really put a dent
Everyone,
in my life, dude. Like I miss my old car so bad. I really like that thing, but I got a new one and it's sweet. But
woo.
yeah, that definitely hit my heart a little bit. And yeah, that all that money that I was gonna be like, let's go to a freaking Rams game and go nuts, now is getting me to work and back. So we'll see. The plan is to go, but we'll have to see what happens, man.
I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the I think the biggest thing for that game, you can take that down for the tickets thing now. So I don't know how we want to break down since we do 30-minute shows Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
We could finish the show out, the back half of it, talking about key matchups. CJ Stroud had a down year last year.
Yeah.
He came out, rookie sensation, probably one of the best rookie quarterback performances we've seen in the NFL. Year two, still a good quarterback, just not as wondrous and amazing. Not a lot of people were talking about them because of the offensive line. The offensive line struggled. CJ Stroud took more sacks. Even with the addition of Joe Mixon, he ended up getting hurt at one point. They had wide receivers go down. Like Tank Dell, unfortunately, got another leg injury. Hopefully he can return. I hate injuries in general. But Joe Mixon is going to be out. There's going to be a lot more emphasis on CJ Stroud for this game. And that kind of feeds into the strength of the Rams defense. What do you hope to see from the Rams defense going up against CJ Stroud in year three? Yeah, take it away, Joe. What do we think, dog?
Well, I think first and foremost, I'm looking at stopping the run. That's where we were getting gouged all last year. I mean, you go back, rewatch that Philadelphia Eagles game, and yeah, we can talk about Jalen Carter blowing up those last two plays all we want to, but simple fact is if Saquon doesn't break off that last big run, then we're not even in that situation in the first place. So I think that we can go backwards and kind of look at where our weak spots were, and obviously that the run defense was a topic of conversation the entire time. The Rams did address that, seemingly with Puka Nacua and Nate Landman coming over, who I do anticipate, especially now with the captain patch, that he will be a green dot. I think that me saying
he is
long ago, it's like he's my underdog green dot. I think that's cool. Finally, it worked out. I'm not trying to like give myself flowers here or anything like that, but I think it's cool to be able to see that kind of progression all off season. But I would say that's what I'm most interested in. Obviously, we will not see a Joe Mixon in this game, but the drop off from a Joe Mixon to a Nick Chubb, I'm not sure if that really is extreme. At least we don't have to play against both of them. But
I'm so curious on that. I'm a big Nick Chubb fan.
Yeah.
You feel for him with that injury, man.
Yeah.
Such a good dude. When I saw him get cut from the Browns and didn't really seem like there was a lot of smoke for anyone to pick him up, that worried me on a human perspective that he's not going to be the same Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
I mean, a guy who I don't even know if he had all pros, but a Pro Bowler, a guy who can, and on any given year on a better team would have Saquon type numbers. The dude is a freak. You don't know if he's the same after you get a brutal knee injury like that.
Yeah, true.
The way I look at it, I'm trying to temper my expectations because on paper, like you said, they picked up Puka Nacua, Nate Landman. This is the next year of Chris Shula. A lot of mostly returning guys. So there should be a comfortability in the system where we're not guessing anymore. We're not hoping a rookie Omar Spates, like, hey, is he going to be in the right place? Is he a little bit better than Christian Roseboom and Troy Reader? There's no entities on this defense. They have to do it now. Like, you can't wait until week 6 to be like, damn, now we know what we want to do on defense. We're going to be better now. Like,
Yeah.
you have to come out the gate swinging because the pressure is on them to stop the run and get after the fucking quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't stop the run, all this shit we've been talking in the offseason about Jared Verse, potential dark horse candidate, defensive player of the year. Oh my God, Byron Young is going to get sacks too, like pressure on the quarterback. If teams could just run the ball down our throats, it doesn't. None of that shit matters. So you made a good point. Like, they got to do it now. Like,
have to. Well, and that's going to help you rush the passer too if you can also stop the run, because then the play action works a little less well, stuff like that, man. So yeah, I think that's it's absolutely huge. But also, I mean, I look at the way that the Rams, like, even in just like, I realize it's guys who aren't even on the team anymore, but it's the way that the team played in that final preseason game against the Browns, where it's like, okay, no, there's, as a unit though, we should expect that. We should expect what we saw from a pass rushing standpoint, what we saw against the Vikings and the Eagles last year in the playoffs. And then we got a little bit of that taste against the Cleveland Browns. And again, I understand that the personnel was different, but the play style of forcing guys into like forcing the quarterback into other guys, I think is really important to that's kind of a part of it right now. I'm just looking here. Offensive coordinator. I didn't realize this. I'm just pulling up their coaching staff. Nick Caley, a name that we are very familiar with, former tight ends coach of the Rams. So he's going to be calling the shots there. And D'Amico Ryan's a very good coach. So I think that's worth noting. And then I don't know if anybody cares about this one, but their quarterbacks coach is Gerard Johnson, and that's dope as hell, man. Former Texas A&M Aggie. I like that. Seeing his name pop up was kind of
no
cool.
way.
Yeah, dude, that's dope. I had no idea. So sometimes I like to look at coaching staffs just to like kind of see who is maybe where now. And Gerard Johnson played with
I love
Stephen
that.
McGee at Texas A&M. That's throwback, man. That's cool as hell, though.
I love that because it does give you an insight. It helps you understand things a little bit better. When you get past actually not past it, it helps for any football nerds that are like us that really want to understand, why did this team scheme work against theirs? Why did it not? How do they know? Like, guys know each other really well.
Yeah.
So I brought up a point last week, and we'll probably talk more about the Rams offense outlook on a different show. But my one concern is how well D'Amico Ryans can coach against McVay's offense. Because the few years that he was the defensive coordinator in San Francisco, those were years where they were really successful in fucking up the Rams.
Yeah.
That they were winning more games than the Rams were in that matchup. And that was with Ryans at defensive coordinator. They have a pretty good defense. Like, I am worried about that side of the ball a little bit.
And look at Nick Caley. I mean, obviously we are very high on our tight ends group this year, but I mean, they know him. They definitely, like, he's not keeping it a secret from the defense that, like, hey, sometimes when you see Tyler Higbee staying in to block, he's just going to turn around and make himself available for the quarterback. You need to watch him, like, so maybe the play that we like to use is not as usable this go round. You know what I mean? Like, that's absolutely possible. So it's little things like that you got to look at and pay attention to. Yeah, I couldn't find, they don't have their unofficial on their website. So thank you for pulling this up.
Yeah, I got you. Just going through, like I said, focusing on the offense. You pointed this out last time, is their offensive line versus our strength on defensive line. Going across the board. Cam Robinson, what did you say? How did that go in that matchup last year versus Jared Verse?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't know what I said.
Oh, just the fact that he had a bad time because he was the starting left tackle for the Vikings in that playoff
game. Oh,
yeah.
Right? I've always just said, like, if it's the whole, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it's going to believe it's an idiot. You know what I mean? Like, if you judge an offensive lineman by their ability to block Jared Verse, then we're all going to believe they suck. That's not a good barometer.
It's
that's
different
not
system.
No one can block them. It's it's not. You can't judge him off of that.
That's true. Cam Robinson will have Jared Verse duties. Laken Tomlinson, Jared Patterson, Titus Howard, Ariante Ursary Ursary is a rookie. That right there is a matchup they'll probably abuse as much as they can. That's the
OBY.
I would say that's the weak link. I this isn't Madden where you just look at ratings and be like, oh man, my guy's got 5 points better.
Exactly.
It's really experience and how much can you throw at a guy to give basically sensory overload. How many stunts and twists can you throw at this right tackle, this rookie out of Minnesota, to just make CJ Stroud uncomfortable all game?
Depth is a question here
right
too,
there.
man. Holy moly! If any of these guys go out, you got backup right tackle, who's got a letter next to him right now, and then nobody at left tackle. I would be really interested to see what happens if they.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some look at some independents over on the Texans side and see what they're talking about the depth, because again, this is ESPN. The Texans do not have their unofficial published on the website from what I'm seeing. So I don't know. Maybe they just haven't made a decision there. But I do know from draft talk, from what I remember, depth at the O-line was a point of contention for a lot of fans. Yeah, because weapon-wise, I love the Texans' weapons.
Yeah,
I was so jealous. I was so jealous of the fact that they went and grabbed Jalen Noel and Jaden Higgins, both the Iowa State receivers, when mock drafts. I remember Blaine Grizak. He was talking about both these guys would be great in Los Angeles. They have Nico Collins, Christian Kirk, Jaden Higgins, Jalen Noel, and obviously Tank Dell is still out. He'll return at some point this season, but they got some good weapons, man.
I like their backs too. Good depth there, even behind Nick Chubb. I know that it gets even further as far as depth goes when we start talking about Mixon, but obviously he's not available. Christian Kirk, he's certainly somebody we've got experience against. His time with the Arizona Cardinals, of course. Dalton Schultz, that's definitely not a bad weapon. So yeah, I mean, I think that ultimately we're looking at this from the Rams standpoint, and we're saying that, like, I mean, I feel very good to say that this Rams roster stacks up with anybody in the NFL. But also, this is very early in the season. This is also a team that is not bad. We talked about, CJ having a bit of a down year last year, but ultimately, I think he's, one of the more talented guys in the NFL. So I do think that I don't want to give like predictions already or anything like that. We can talk about that maybe Friday, but I do think that the Rams can win this game, but I do think it'll be probably a little bit more stressful than we want it to be on a week one. I think it'll be a decently close game.
Yeah, that's the funny thing with the NFL. People forget how even most things are.
Yeah,
like I forget what the average point of the difference in victory is on average in the NFL. But week one, I mean, I want a good matchup. Like I want exciting football.
The blowouts are stupid. Even if we're on the good end, I hate them. I don't know. That's not fun for me. I want to be entertained, and a 52-0 beating over the Raiders is really fun to talk trash about. But watching it is kind of boring. I'll be honest.
It's you want some of those when it's like a 2-12 team. You want your team to win by 40 because you're like, okay, we're better than that. But you at least want to be competitive against the really good teams, and the Texans are, I think they are a favorite to win the AFC South. I think their odds might be close with the Jaguars. I think the Colts and Texans got some rebuilding to do right now. Yeah, don't be. And I'll say that throughout the entire week with Rams fans, because Rams fans are very, who you are. Y'all are a little fickle sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if you don't win by 25, you're like, this team sucks. Need to run the ball more. It's like, yo, we won. Like whether it was by 3 or by 25, like, do you know how hard it is to win games in the NFL? Like you can fuck up one
pull out
play.
the Fast and the Furious quote all season long on people who want to complain about how much we won by. Like, I will.
What's that? Which one?
It's like, you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning, man. I'll pull that out.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it's whether you win by 1 point or 100 points.
Yeah, I don't care. They don't count as more wins if you beat the crap out of someone. If you win by 28, they don't count it as 2 wins. It's all just one. Who cares?
No, seriously. Yeah, you got to temper your expectations. Like, you're not going to blow a bunch of people out. You just want to win. But it's going to be an explosive offense. I think they can definitely put up points on the board. Now, can the defense stop an offense like the Texans? This is a great litmus test.
It is.
because CJ Stroud on any given Sunday can toss up 400 yards.
He's really good.
So
Man. He's really good.
This is going to be a really, really good litmus test for the Rams to show their strengths. I think I'll say predictions. We'll say predictions for Friday.
Yeah,
We'll save it. We'll save it.
But well, and it's I love too, and I know not everybody's a fan of this. I love that we start the season with our AFC gauntlet. Like get them all out of the way. We get the Niners in there, but other than that, we're playing all of our AFC games right away, and I kind of love that. I think get these out of the way. Opening against the Texans. I guess we get Philly in there too, but you open against the Texans, you go to the Titans. Like we're getting the Colts early, we get the Jags early, we get the Ravens early. So let's just take them out, man. I'm here for it, dude. I'm very excited. We get some good matchups too in there with like Baltimore. I love that game. I'm really excited to dig into that one. And then Jacksonville, I think will be a really interesting one considering. Considering Gladstone and Mr. Duval,
and that's a really that's a Los Angeles local time of 6:30 a.m. kickoff. I had to look up. I had to plan my weekend for around a quinceañera for that game. Next morning after, I'll be streaming from Stockton, California, to watching that game in London.
Man, that's gonna be a tough one.
What was I gonna say for this game though? Like I said, lock in your tickets. We will be there. We'll be at the Colts game as well. I think that's week 4. A lot of content for this upcoming one. We'll probably mostly be hanging out with World Tour Rams and their tailgate.
Nice.
They're dropping their information today. I talked to Chris. Check out World Tour Rams if you don't have any, affiliations with another tailgating group and you just want a good group to hang with. That's primarily that's primarily where I'll be. We'll be shooting, streaming all day, talking to fans, and then obviously I'll be in the stadium with my little notebook, taking notes like the little journalist I am, working really hard for you because I love you.
Absolutely, man. That's dude. It's like, and two, like I realize he's here. I'm not trying to just hype up Chris because he's here. But Chris is one of the coolest dudes, man. I love when I'm going out to LA. Chris is definitely one of the people. I would say that's like a must hang. It's like, we gotta go see Chris, man. Where's he at? So, and I'm never out there long enough. So the plan is to get like a longer trip out there so we can actually just go kick it, not just at the Rams game and stuff like that. But Chris is absolutely awesome, man. Just an incredible human being, man. Fun to watch the games with him. He gets all crazy and into it and stuff like that. He always comes up looking cool as hell for some reason, man. I want to look as cool as Chris one day. I don't think I got it in me, but he always comes up looking dope. So, yeah, man, that's the World Tour group is absolutely great, man. That's definitely a good spot to find in the pink lot for sure, man. That's where I met Roland Williams last year, dude. That was super cool, man. That was fun times, man. So, yeah, there's a lot going on there. The DJ and stuff like that too, man. It's an absolute blast. So yeah, that's definitely my main spot when I'm out tailgating.
Yeah, and Ed, this is not a paid sponsorship by World Tour Rams. I got love for all the tailgating groups. Like if on any given episode, I'll name drop you and we'll holler and say what's up because literally every single tailgate group for even the preseason game. Dude, everyone was so nice. Like it was my friend's first time at SoFi. Everyone took him in. Everyone was super loving for a new fan. So, yeah, shout out to the tailgate groups, man.
I don't know if you need to get out of here. I'm not working today, so we're celebrating labor. So I don't know if you want to run over this defense and then kind of talk about that matchup, or if you want to
look over defense real quick.
Okay, we can do this.
No, we'll look over defense Wednesday. We can get a little bit more in depth with some stuff, but we'll just do surface level today and look at the defense.
Gotcha. So one thing that I'm immediately looking at here is secondary. I'm going right to the secondary with you got Stingley in there. Let's see, Bullet. Ooh, is Gardner Johnson? He's going to be out.
Let's look it up.
We may not have that until Wednesday, but that's going to be. I mean, that's a hit if he is for sure.
Sports Illustrated CJ Gardner-Johnson. Hold on, hope. Nick Casario didn't totally rule out possibility of seeing Gardner-Johnson. He's worked hard.
Okay,
Questionable. They say a lot of McVayisms. We're trending in the right direction of hopefully doing some things to make sure that he can get on the field as soon as possible. We're just stacking blocks.
Yeah, stacking blocks. But his ability to process the game, above the neck is, that's. So you have to take a shot every time he says above the neck. By the way, it's a new rule this year.
Is it?
We're gonna die. Okay. So Gardner-Johnson may or may not play in this one. We also got Lassiter in there. I like it as far as a matchup goes with our guys. I think that this is our first view at Matthew Stafford to Davante Adams, and it gets to happen on the SoFi turf. And I think that's a recipe for some magic to happen, man. I have Puka as far as fantasy goes. We did our fantasy draft yesterday. So Apocalypse Now is my fantasy name. We're about ready to kill everybody. But I'll say that Davante Adams, I think this week is going to be the one to bust some ankles, man. We're going to see some ankle cuts all over the field.
I'm so upset. We actually streamed the Tuna Football League second year fantasy league yet last night. We streamed it. Shout out to Puka Nacua. He's in there. Shout out to Corn Doggy LOL, the internet cartoonist, sports cartoonist, is in our league as well. That was the one guy we didn't get. I literally got every player that I mocked except Davante Adams. He was taken right before me in the 14-man league in the second round. I think Davante Adams pushes for wide receiver 1 in fantasy this season. Like I swear, I feel that good from what I saw at training camp. Him and Puka, them going like in Stafford throwing for like 250 versus over 300 is a difference on if CJ Gardner-Johnson plays or not. He is a good safety. He's very smart. It's like for the Rams, the difference between if Cam Curl played or if Cam Kitchens was in the backfield calling the shots at deep safety. It's an IQ thing. It's a veteranship thing. So yeah, Gardner-Johnson playing or not is significant for the Texans, I would say. Their front is very good.
It's a good front.
That's a good defensive line.
I mean, you look at just those edges there in Hunter and Anderson Jr. That's very solid, man. The tackles definitely have their work cut out for them. I feel good about our offensive line this year, especially if AJ Jackson is in. But Coleman Shelton, I think, will be something that we notice as early as this week of like, oh no, this is just this operation's a little bit different. It's just a little bit more tuned up with Coleman Shelton calling the shots at center. Yeah. So I'm really excited about this offensive line. I think that we are also based on this team. I do think that this is a game that we could see Kyren kind of have a bit of a day. I kind of feel like Kyren will hit above the 120 mark in this one.
I'm going to temper my expectations on the run game. I think if I feel a little bit opposite.
Yeah.
If the offensive line has a great day, if they're just come out firing, then yeah. But if they need like a quarter or two, to get some grease on the wheels, it is the first game. I always look at defenses as coming off firing because it is easier to get in the groove on defense. You can come out that one is just speed. If you just come out sprinting through the starting gates, you can hold some offenses down in week 1. And like I said, that is their strength there. Azeez Al-Shaair is a very good inside linebacker. Scary looking dude with this big old arm brace and face mask. Like he's legit. He's a legit dude. If the offensive line is moving bodies like we hope they do, absolutely. I think he'll barely crack 100, to be honest. I think it'll be a low yardage game.
Actually. I feel, first of all, I already feel like this is going to be Kyren's biggest year by far. And I think that we start off with a bang, but I also do feel like our offensive line has improved from last year, whether that's just simply experience of the guys that we do have already with, I'm speaking specifically of like Steve and Kevin of being interior there and just getting another year with us. But then Coleman, I think, is such a good addition. If we have to start a Humphreys at left tackle, I still feel really good about it. I feel like this is going to be one of those where we're ready to roll on offense with the run game. And I feel really good about K-Dub actually.
No, and it's not a not feeling good about. Well, it's nothing on him. This is purely the offensive line versus what
That's what
can
I'm saying.
be.
I feel good about the whole
Yeah,
operation. Like I feel really good about the run game, especially week 1.
I'm kind of accounting for everything because it is a significant difference in the pass blocking game.
Mm-hmm.
Difference between Jackson and Humphreys. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's no shutout Humphreys, but Jackson's the starter for a reason. He is the franchise left tackle for a reason as of right now. And if they're just not perfect on offense in passing specifically, it domino effects. Like, hey, okay, they know they're teeing off that play action isn't working as well. We're having to run the ball a little bit more, so they can tee off on that. So it might be a lower yardage game depending on that left tackle position. But yeah, you bring up a good point. This game is going to be won and lost. I mean, you can say it about any NFL game in the trenches. Won and lost in the trenches, as it always is. Always is.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be. I mean, either way, we got a hell of a matchup here. We got a good team that we're playing against week 1, but a team that I do feel like we are better than, that we can beat. Again, I mean, we've entered the last 2 seasons a little bit beat up, and that's that's not really the case this year. We're feeling good. Obviously, we got Matthew Stafford, his back, what we're dealing with there, and AJ Jackson with the blood clots. Hopefully, he's going to be okay. But other than that, man, I mean, we're feeling good as far as we should get this on Wednesday. As far as an injury report, those usually drop Wednesday.
I'm taking it as this right now. It's empty. It's empty. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's perfect.
I think this is the first one though. This Wednesday, when we get that injury report, it'll definitely come out after we talk. So we'll have that information Friday. But that'll be like really telling to see if Matthew Stafford's even on it. Because if he's not on it at all, then I think I take that as a very good sign. If he is on it, that might be just precaution. So I may still feel okay about it, but I also feel okay about it. We were told he's full participant, he's full go, not any limitations. So I'm feeling okay.
I'm you can take the screen down now. That's gonna be a thing. Like, look, for anyone listening, I beg of you, please do not feed in because it's gonna be week after week.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford. Oh, he's questionable. Oh, wait. He's more questionable on Monday. Is he same questionable Tuesday? He's gonna just pretend he's been questionable every game for the last 5 years because he is an NFL quarterback and he doesn't take out games unless something is legitimately like he can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
He played through crack ribs last year. He's 37. He's never healthy. He's never been healthy because he's played, 16 years in the league, and he spent most of it in Detroit getting beat up.
The 21 season, he wore that sleeve to cover up that his arm was wrapped. We found that out recently. Like the whole season of the 21 year, a Super Bowl friggin' year where he had a triple crown, absolutely crazy season out of Cooper Kupp. He was hurt that whole year. His elbow was hurt the whole year. He wrapped it. That's why he wore a sleeve so that we wouldn't see that it was wrapped. It's crazy to look back on 21 Stafford now and see the one sleeve, and no one thought twice about it. But now it's like looking back, it's like, oh, it's because he was hurt the whole year. I always say that too. It's like you almost want Stafford a little hurt, man. That's when he's at his best. When he's feeling great, he's only okay. You need him to get a little bit dinged up in there, and then he's going to be on fire. So it's almost good that he's feeling some pain entering the season. He's going to be on fire, man.
It gets taken for granted how tough of a dude he is. But like I said, don't feed into it. He's always going to be hurt unless it says he's out or his leg is fucking falling off. Just relax. Don't feed into the hysteria because it's going to happen multiple times this year. Oh, he took a bad sack. Oh, he didn't practice on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
This isn't always a case, but like a reactionary plan with the training staff. Like they already have a plan. Like, hey, throughout every week, regardless if you're hurt or not, maybe you don't ever practice Mondays. Like they have a plan set already that they just don't tell us.
Yeah.
And just relax. Just chill. He's going to be hurt every week.
Yep.
He's going to be out there. Unless something's falling off, he's going to be out there. Just relax.
And even then, I don't know, man. I don't know what it would take to keep him on. I don't know. I don't know if it exists. So that's good, man. I'm excited for it though. But yeah, Stafford, he's probably you're going to be dealing with something all year. There's a lot of guys that will be, especially when we get later in the season. The good news is Reggie and the gang. I think that they're absolutely killer. They do such a good job. I'm pulling stuff. What are we doing?
Oh no, I'm looking at random stuff. Oh hey, don't worry about. I'm looking at Madden ratings. Don't worry about me.
I don't
Worry about me, dog.
I don't play video games.
I don't even play Madden. I just like looking at stuff. But that's all I got for you, man. All I got. We could break down Rams offense on Wednesday. Maybe do some other stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back Wednesday 7 a.m. and then Friday 7 a.m. as well. As we're officially game week, man. This is on. We got an episode of Rams Showcase that'll be out Wednesday night. Our first game preview of the season. So we'll be working on that. Fired up for it. We're gonna be Tuna is participating in Pants Picks this year. It's a game sweeping the nation. It's we just need uniforms first, and we get our pants picks in. So that's hopefully we get that soon. I want that uniform schedule so bad, dude.
Speaking of uniforms, guess whose jersey I'm wearing right now? One guess.
I'm gonna say Hecker.
Yeah, Johnny Hecker jersey.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Super Bowl champion Johnny Hecker.
Dude, he's the best, man. He is the best. Super Bowl champions. I just got this.
All right.
I just got this one at the mall. The mall
got it at the mall.
I don't know if you knew malls are still around. Yeah. She was like, I think I got some Super Bowl stuff in the back. I'll give you a really good deal. I was like, done. And she was like, I'm a Niners fan. This kind of hurts my heart. And I was like, damn, where's your Super Bowl shirt at?
Haggling at the mall? What is this? 1937? What the hell? You could haggle at the mall? I didn't know that.
Dude, malls are not good. They're not doing well, dude. Especially out here. Malls have 4 people in them at a time, dude. Most of the stores are closed. It's not good. They're very big. We could use that land for something else. I say Rams practice field, something. I don't know.
All right. We've reached the point where Joe is hallucinating. Well, like most brick and mortar stores at the mall, let's shut this shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard that. You got a new episode of Rams Showcase coming out Wednesday. Follow LA Rams fans on Instagram. That's at LA Rams fans. There's going to be some First and Tuna content on there. There's going to be some Sheriff Joe Bags content on there, and just a great aggregate account for all your Rams news and updates. And yeah, let's get out of here.
Pumping tents. Yeah, dude, absolutely. What are we gonna list here? How do we want to end?
I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Forgotten Rams. Rams that no one.
Yeah, let me remember something we've forgotten. Benny Cunningham, I guess.
I'm gonna go Marty Gilliard. You got it.
Gerald Everett. I don't know.
Ooh, I like that one.
Not really forgotten.
I'm going David Vabora.
Okay. Not really forgotten, but a name that doesn't get brought up a lot, but it's still a top tier name. We always bring it up like every offseason. Dre Bly.
Dre Bly. Yeah, absolute killer, dude. I remember he had the full fist cast one time and he was trying to intercept a ball and he just like kept on like, I don't know if he was with Detroit, I think at the time. I just remember that so vividly where it was like, oh my God, how silly. That's good stuff. Oh man. I thought I was going to be better at this. I'll be honest. Avion Kayson.
I should have been thinking this whole time.
What the hell?
I don't know. Please send us off because I